Hi guys, welcome to this video tutorial. I'll be showing you how to trade SpaceX on MT5 and I'll be showing you how to do analysis on TradingView. Okay, so if you heard about the SpaceX IPO that went public 3 days ago, if you are aware that Elon Musk, the owner of SpaceX IPO, put it out for exactly $170. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to trade SpaceX in TradingView, okay, live. So right now I'm on tradingview.com and I'm in my chat. So to get here, go back to home screen, products or chat, and then you go to your chat. Then when you're in your chat, you need to click on the symbol search, okay? So you're gonna just type in SPCX, okay, that's Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. You can see it's listed by NASDAQ, okay? So I'll just select this. Alright, so this is the SpaceX chart, and currently we are in the daily time frame, and in the daily time frame you can see there are three candlesticks. That's 3 days, okay, and the three candlesticks are green. They are bullish candlesticks. So basically what you can just sustain right now is the the IPO is going up, okay, so because it started at 170, was listed at 170, and currently it's at $218. So basically, since this was just launched 3 days ago, naturally you can even do your trading directly from the daily time frame. I would recommend it, but this is a stock, okay. You can see it's listed on NASDAQ, so you should expect that the stock original price, which was 170, will definitely just rise, considering it's space exploration technology, SpaceX, and it belongs to Elon Musk. You can actually just assume, yes, the share value is going to keep rising for a while until perhaps any kind of liquidity or any point of massive or maximum buy. So right now you can see it's been on buy since the day it was launched. That's in the daily time frame. But to understand this trading better, I'm going to break it down properly. So we're going to go to the 4 hour time frame. And if you go into the 4 hour time frame, you see four candlesticks in this case, and there's one red candlestick. That's a bearish candlestick. So at this point, you could have sold and close the profit. So I'll proceed to the 1 hour time frame where you get to see more candlesticks. So you can see even more candlesticks in the 1 hour time frame. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 candlesticks. That's 12 hours. You can divide that. That's basically by 3 days. So 12 candlesticks, each of them representing 1 hour. You can see 2, 3 red candlesticks sell on this point. But in truth, you just want to go to the 5 minute time frame, which is where I always normally trade from, because you get to see a more defined movement of the market. And actually just go to the 15 minutes, okay. So yeah, this is a good frame to trade from. So if you look at this time frame, the 15 minutes time frame, you can see the original point with the IPO point, okay. So that point, I'll just mark it, say the horizontal line. So the point was somewhere here, basically. So this candlestick has four parts. Its lowest point, the opening price, its highest point, and the closing price, okay. Every candlestick has four parts, okay. So this is the opening price and this is the lowest point. Okay, so basically that was about 149.72, and then you can see it went up all the way, got to 168, which was where it was listed at 170, and then you can see rejection. It rejects to somewhere here 161. And then a new candlestick opens, still a bullish candlestick but shifting one. So you can see this is the lowest point, the lowest price, of this candlestick. This is where it's open. It opened here. This one closed here. This one opens here. This one has its lowest point here. Massive rejection, quick rejection. So this is the opening price, and then this is the closing price. That is the highest point. So you got to this point, rejected here, closed here. So you can see buy, and then sell candlestick. So say you just want to go into a trade right now live. Personally, I'd say you go into the 5 minute time frame, you go into the 3 minute time frame, so you can see the candlesticks better. You can see it's basically massive buy. Right now, if I go back to the 4 hour time frame, we can just mark this point right here as zone of supply. Okay, so when it gets to this point, it's minus the supply. But I don't expect it to dip to this point. But if it dips to this point, it's probably gonna dip. But it's not probably gonna dip. So I'm just marking that. This is just open, so there's really not much to analyze. So we'll go back to the 15 minute time frame. And you can see that point I actually just marked. You can see it's actually supply zone right there. So say you you entered this IPO on the date it opened, you'd have to go long. Okay, you'd have to go long somewhere here. Okay, 15 minutes time from right now. So risk to reward ratio, one basically two. That is, this is one, that is two, that is double of this. You stand to gain double, and if you're going to lose, you lose half of what you stand to gain. That's the 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. You can go 1 to 3, you can go 1 to 4. Depends. If you're trading liquidity, you can go 1 to 10. As a matter of fact. Anyway, so if you entered this trading on the first day, you would have closed in profit, obviously. But let's just move this position, say here. Now, in this position, in this new position, if you enter the trade, you will still hit take profit with 1 to 2. You can see it, hit take profit somewhere here. So right now, what you probably just want to do is let's say I can do a trend line in the 15 minutes time frame. Normally I'm supposed to start with a daily trend line in the daily time frame, but it's still a new listing, so they are just 3 candlesticks. But if I'm going to do a trend line in the 15 minutes time frame, it's going to be obviously bullish. As you can see, it's going up. So you just that basically it's kind of bullish. So you see that's kind of cool. So yeah. So anyway, in case where in the person. Okay. So if you have not entered the listing, if you enter the listing, you can still go in on the buy. And by the way, this is actually foreign exchange. You are trading live. This is not you buying stock and holding it. Okay. This is actually you trading. Okay. On trading view, and then you will execute on your Meta 5 application on your mobile device. Okay. Alright, so let's get to trading. So you can see currently we have bullish candlestick. Obviously, this is a strong buy. So you just need to go long somewhere here. So stick to the 1 to 2. So where do I set my stop loss? Let's see. It's been on a strong rise. So okay, stop loss. Okay, let's set stop loss somewhere here. Alright, and then risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. So they want to. All right. So say when I have this tree about life, have to go on the back and go in. You can see my trend now. It's bullish. So you need to follow the trend. Okay. So it's actually bullish right now. It's more likely to just keep rising. Okay. So we're doing now 1 to 2. 1 to 2 weeks to reward ratio. I'm going long on this trade. Okay. So this is basically how you want to start trading SpaceX. Okay, so since this IPO is still new, it's just 3 days old, you should just stick to going on the buy right now. Okay, so the IPO is more like it's likely to just rise. Okay, just rise, to points of where like maximum buy, and I don't think maybe in a week or 2 weeks. Okay, I don't know how much longer, but right now it's still on a strong buy. You can see there's a really strong buy here. So why I set the stop loss, you make sure you set your stop loss level, set your take profit level. Okay. Now I can't exactly estimate how long this will take, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Just create a long position somewhere. This would have been a really good put entry points. Why? Due to the pattern, right after sell buy. Same with this point. I'll just mark all the good entry points. Let's stick to 1 to 2 weeks reward ratio. This one is set stop loss pretty low. And you can see the mixed reward ratio. This one is even higher. This one is about 1 to, let's do 1 to 6. Skip 7. 7, 1 to 6. So just hope you're paying very close attention. So I'm marking all these points for you to understand. Right now, you don't want to go on a sell. Okay, you don't want to sell. Okay, nobody's really selling. Okay, you're just going to be looking for good entry points for buy. So you can see this is a good entry point. I'll mark another entry point right here. Okay, now you can see right by mark the supply zone. Okay, so hit the supply zone and then sprint on the buy. So which the rod ratio is 1 to 3. Cool. Here we hit our TP level. Okay, so these are entry points currently. Now, so you can see the current movement. Okay, there's strong rejection. Seems to be a rejection. It's rejecting. Alright, you can see it's creating very strong. I could go 5 minutes, go to 3 minutes. Alright, now this is a good sell position. It's looking like a good sell position. So good sell position. I'm just gonna watch. Okay, 16 trends. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna stick on buy right now. Okay, but right now the thing is that the strong right after the strong buy, you can see it's a really strong buy. Now there's most likely should be a dip. Okay, alright, and that kind of sticks up on this, so we're gonna go short right away. So don't waste much time. Okay, that's a Q. So this is why you need to always check the 3 minutes and 5 minutes time frame. This is a good indication to go short from here. Okay, so set the stop loss level first, just above that point. Okay, I think that's the sleep zone right here. Just mark that somewhere as well. Horizontal ray right here. Okay, I'll sleep zone now. Set my TP level for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, basically 1, 2. Alright, alright guys, yeah. So this is a better position to enter with, okay? So I believe it's probably going to dip. I don't know, it might dip somewhere, but it's more likely to still keep going up. I really can't say for now, okay? It's still quite new, but right now you just want to enter a trade, just study candlesticks carefully, okay? So I'll be back in a couple hours. Let's see, it takes about, let's say, I think that's 9:50. Mhm. Okay, 6 hours. So, okay, okay, so show, look at the story. Okay, all right. This looks like a string bar. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly delete this. The 5 minute time frame looks like a string bar. Okay, I'll go long. Nice. Um, but you know what? Just watch this chart. Okay, watch this chart. At this point, it seems a little tricky, it's an IPO and I can't really track any zones. There's no previous high. This looks like the highest point right now. And I think it's crossed 200. So, yeah, we're gonna stick with the short position, honestly. Just gonna stick with the short position. I'm gonna stick with the short. Okay, right now this is the current highest point, and it's crossed 200. So I expect it to dip. Okay, so I just say 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Okay, all right. So this is going to take approximately um, so, right, it's going to take approximately let's that's that's fine. So this will take about 7 hours, between 5 to 6 to 7 hours. Okay, so yeah, actually see that it's actually still creating that strong bearish candle. So yeah, I can actually still just keep it, just stick with the 1 to 2 weeks to reward ratio right now. So right now I have a dip. Okay, so if you have to enter the trade right now, yeah, you want to enter. Okay, with the sell. Okay, that is right now. Okay, so what your actual next target will be the next move. So you need to mark your next buy point for just a 2 minutes time frame. Okay, so I just mark that right here, right here. I just mark on that zone. Okay, and this is the strong zone. Okay, strong demand zone. So right now, market's dipping. Okay, it's dipping. So I can actually adjust this demand zone, say all the way here. Okay, all the way here. It's just off. So the market will most likely dip somewhere here. Okay, so you can see my risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. Just keep it that way. Well, the market will most likely dip to somewhere here. Okay, and it's going to the demand zone. Okay, and then it's just offer back up. Okay. So it's just like it's gonna try, they're just gonna come hit this support and then it's off back up, we'll break through the support, so it's back in the demand zone right here. It's really strong demand. That's when you see the market is dipping right now. So if you enter the trade right now, you enter a short, okay? So you can see my chart without any words or middlemen. Let's just look at it, okay? So you can see the chart currently, okay? So this is the chart right now, okay? So this is how I just want to trade, okay? So when it gets back to the zone, you want to make another buy, okay? Somewhere here, okay? So within the demand zone, okay? So just gonna wait a couple hours for this current trade to execute, okay? So this is basically you want to trade space exploration technologies, okay? SPCX, okay, on trading views how you want to analyze, and then you go and execute on your MetaFab, okay, depending on your broker, okay. So the spreads are different, I believe, for different brokers, but check the link in the description of this video to sign up with the broker I trade SPCX with, okay. So you see the link, okay? So right now, I just close this video, okay? Alright guys, so back in the chat, so currently you can see, just like I extrapolated, the markets went on sell. As you can see, hit our TP, okay? So it's the 1 to 2 ratio, and it hit the TP, okay? Now if you check the timing, you see I entered this trade or I opened this at 14:03 and it hit TP at exactly 14:33. That's just 30 minutes, okay? So it's about 30 minutes to hit the TP. So you can see the TP and a little bit of rise, and then it's basically ranging here, okay? So right now I think I've come to the end of the video. So thank you for watching and make sure you hit that subscribe button. So I'm making more videos on trading SpaceX. Bye for now.